Hello and welcome to Heav'n Sent Creations. Today we're going to talk about making freestanding lace. The first thing you need is some wash-away stabilizer. It comes in lots of different brands. Some are called Vilene, others are just a fibrous wash-away stabilizer. I like to use 2 layers of the stabilizer because I think it makes for a firmer piece of freestanding lace. In order to hoop it, you just place it in the hoop like you normally would, making sure that you tighten your hoop as tight as you can possibly get it. If you're using a really large piece, sometimes I tip it over and I'll take a pin and pin it back onto itself, making sure that you don't get into the area that you're actually going to stitch. Now we are ready to take it to the sewing machine. Okay, now we have our freestanding lace cup holder front piece stitched out. And you can see that it looks like a bit of a mesh, and you really can't see through it very much. But once you wash it away, you'll be able to see through it just like lace. Now, in order to put a design on it, you'll find that this mesh is solid enough to actually hold whatever kind of a design you might like to put on it. I chose to print out a template of a letter from an alphabet set. And so I printed that out, and you should be able to do that with your software too. I like to trim mine down, so I just have my crosshairs ready, and then I decide where I would like that to be on that cup. I think that looks pretty good. It's centered, and so I'm just going to pin my template in place very carefully. And now I can take it to the embroidery machine, center it on my crosshairs, and stitch this out. The embroidery part of this project is done. Each one of these sections, the left back and the right back, and the front center where we added our initial, have been trimmed, probably just a scant 1/4 of an inch from the edge of the satin stitch that goes all the way around. Now the next step can be done either before you rinse them or after you rinse them. I find that sometimes doing it before I rinse them is helpful. It just gives the actual seam a little stiffer consistency. Now we're going to also take our sewing machine, and I like to set it up with an open toe foot, and the open toe foot really allows you to have a lot more visual of the zigzag that's going on. I set my zigzag to a 5.0 and my stitch length to a 0.5. For the end of this process, you'll also need some Velcro, just traditional Velcro, 3.5 inches long. So now you take the ends and you join them, hold them together as close as you can get. And I like to start right at the top, and I'm going to drop my zigzag needle right kind of into that corner. And then I go forward and back just to lock that end in, and then all the way down. And join the two together. Of course, you want to use matching threads, so whether you've chosen white for your lace or some other color, just match that thread color. Oregon Patchworks has wonderful thread to use for your freestanding lace, because all of their thread comes with a matching bobbin, so you don't have to go wind a bobbin to match the top thread. And of course, with freestanding lace, you want your top thread and your bottom thread to match. Now, it doesn't matter so much once you put a design on it, but you don't want a different color showing through from the back on your lace. Now your lace is all put together. Now you pick your beverage cup, and you can use kind of any color, kind of a cup that you happen to have. I'll use this colored one so you can see through it better. And just wrap your lace around it, and you'll see that it makes a nice wrap. Now if you have a smaller cup, you can just overlap it a little more. But if you sew your Velcros on right on the edge and then on the edge, they give you a little give and take for your glass. So now we'll take it to the hot water, we'll rinse it out, and then we'll come back and put our Velcro on. Our lace is now rinsed out, pressed, and we have attached the Velcro with the loop part facing up on this side and facing down on this side, so that when we wrap it around the cup, it will connect. So we'll take our glass that we had earlier and wrap it around, and you can see the Velcro will meet just on the edges for this cup. And there you go. How fun and personalized. And it's versatile. This happens to be a paper cup, kind of fun for party time. And the cup will wrap around it also and Velcro in the back. And you can match it up a little better there. So it nicely fits lots of different sizes of cups. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial from Heav'n Sent Creations on how to do a freestanding lace cup wrap. For more information, we can be reached at OregonPatchworks.com, Heav'n Sent Creations. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your embroidery.